doesn't really affect my content when it comes to on a lot of short videos, okay? Subs, okay? So I was pumping out all these videos.
Oh my goodness, season 17 of the DSP show has been something else. And what I mean by that is, so far, he has wage quit so many games this year, linking up and trying to retcon the whole snake inning with Kino Casino. Oh, and he almost tried to, and I mean tried in air quotes, to one up on Rich, but took a big fat L. However, this one might take the cake. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, you're in for a nice special treat because this one is a whirlwind. So that's enough of me yapping, and let's get right into the video, shall we?
This. The new YouTube changes have creators freaking out. They're drastically cutting the length of all their videos to stay viable profits-wise. They're saying this is the death of the video essay. Many are opting for Patreon to make money off of long videos. You see return to shorter DSP videos, back to when you did 10-minute cuts, why or why not?
Okay, two things. One, YouTube did do a change with the algorithm recently. Almost all content creators' views have taken a hit, including mine in my last two videos. What I had to do is go into my settings on my channel and turn off restriction mode, which is very easy to do. Also, number two, in my humble opinion, Phil wrote this himself. And the reason why I assume that is this is something that he normally writes and says.
Here's the thing. Let's talk about this. We talked about it yesterday, but as an addendum and an add-on to that, if this is true, and if YouTube actually now, out of nowhere, is favoring shorter videos, okay? The thing is, it doesn't really affect my content when it comes to what I do in a day. Right? I'm still going to be streaming. I'm still going to be playing the same games. I'm still going to be doing the same content. The difference is literally the length of the on-demand video. Originally, my on-demand videos were only 10 minutes long. Why? Because that's all YouTube allowed back in the day.
Phil, even back in the day, your content was crap, just like it's crap to this day. Bitching, complaining, and then a little later on, the begging came. You keep claiming that you was pumping out for day one views, which you did. However, once people saw your content, they either left comments saying to improve, because this is garbage, or they did videos clowning on you back in the day like they do now. The only thing that has improved on is that you have more trolls that make better content than you, such as better thumbnails, clips, headlines, parodies, etc.
They only had 10-minute clips. They wouldn't let you do a long-form video at all. Okay? Then they upped it to like 15 minutes, so I started doing 15. Then they upped it to 30, and then an hour, and then unlimited. When they did that, I was skeptical because my business model had been built on a lot of short videos. Okay?
Saying, asking people to click on your ads isn't allowed either.
That's right, and I did that in 2009 before I had any idea what the hell I was doing on YouTube, and YouTube had shut me down, saying that the ads that I had on my videos on YouTube were being illegally clicked, even though I had nothing to do with it. I said it erroneously in a video, and I ended up getting in trouble for it because apparently people took it upon themselves to click the shit out of the ads on that video because they knew that I'd gotten laid off. They felt bad, and that was the video that got flagged as, oh, we've detected irregular click activity on your video, and therefore, we've decided to turn off your AdSense program. And by the way, I should reiterate that the reason that I got kicked out of AdSense was not because I told people to click on the ads. It's completely false.
Please go to my partner channel, The King of Hate HD, and click on the ads that show up on
the reason. And no, there is no video on YouTube literally for me telling people to click on ads. You're absolutely wrong.
Please go to my partner channel, The King of Hate HD, and click on the ads that show up on the video.
In one day, I would pump out, let's say I would play a game for 4 hours. That means that I was pumping out 24 videos of a game in a day.
Yes, you did do that, Phil, and that turned off a lot of people because their notification will go off all day about your content, which was very annoying. And if somebody wanted to find something else on YouTube, they couldn't do that because throughout their feed, they would see your content. Hell, I remember Vega saying that, and that turned him off completely. That also made him unsub from your channel, and I don't blame him for doing that. Also, big ups to James the Lesser. I add that clip in about him clicking on the ads back in the day because this is one of many fuck-ups that Phil has done in the past, and he still does this very day. And he wonders why people make content and clown him. Plus, at that time, Phil, that was violating 2S, which you did get into a lot of trouble.
A full playthrough of an average game would be like anywhere from 60 to 100 plus videos for an average game. Today, I beat most games within 20 to 30 videos because each video is an hour or more long, right? So, in regards to video length, okay, the reason that back in the day, I did not have a lot of subs.
Oh my goodness, okay, there's a decent amount to unpack here. Number one, as I've shown in many of my clips, you're either being a prick, a bigot, or a straight up, lonely, very horny loser that makes sex jokes that made no sense. Number two, you rage quit games back then too. Either the game was way too hard, which it was not because you just suck, or B, you just didn't like the game. And to pick up back that, you have rage quit more games for the past decade, more so just because you couldn't reach your goals. What I mean by that is, let's go back to Oblivion, Mario Kart, American Truck Sim, those games. And speaking of American Truck Sim, he's planning to bring that back for one night only, but I'm pretty certain that it won't reach the goal, and he's going to send it right back to Banworld. And number three, instead of making 100 plus 20-minute videos, all you could have done is just made an hour-long video of a playthrough, and that would make things a lot better. And yes, the reason why I say it like that is because this idiot loves to go to the extreme, so I'm just making fun of what he does.
Okay, you see this right here. This is my plaque.
Turn that sumbitch sideways and stick it straight up. You're getting it.
For 100,000 subscribers. And that's all I ever got. I never beat the next milestone, which is 1 million. Okay, even today I have what, like 21,000, something like that, 220,000, 221,000.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Something like that, I don't know. But the reason that back in the day I was getting 10 million or more views a month, but I was only getting 100,000 subs was very simple. The amount of videos that I put out. Because I was putting out so many.
This is another thing that Phil loves to do, playing mental gymnastics in hopes to throw your thoughts off. Once again, Phil, yes, you did post that many videos, but it turned a lot of people off. And actually, you know what? Instead of me yapping about it, let me post a couple of those clips right here.
I'm Xing Xing.
Here I am.
Yes, Jiggy Chang Wang.
They are forced to get augment.
Huh.
It's very bad.
It's very bad.
One of the girls who work here.
One of the
Ning,
girls.
She has been gone for days.
Her name is
I feel
Ning Ling
I will
Jidibing.
force her to get augmented.
I hate this shit. This shit seriously, like, it pisses me off and disturbs me because I hate racism. You know, I joke about it all the time in my playthroughs. I'll make racist jokes, but I really hate real racism. This shit pisses me off. Whatever the fuck they're saying. Hello.
Come, look.
And as you can see, back then, he was making racist jokes as well as he does now. And he likes to play both sides of the fence, saying that, no, I'm not racist, but yet I have no problem making the racist jokes. And I know for some people they're wondering, why do he's always poking fun at the Japanese people? Well, that's because Phil is still butthurt because majority of Japanese players whooped his ass in Street Fighter over the years.
Shorter videos, that was spamming people's inboxes on YouTube. If they subscribed to me, they would go to their inbox, hey, what do my people I'm subscribed to put out today? And they would see 30 videos from DSP Gaming. And then maybe in the middle of all those videos, there'd be 1 or 2 from somebody else. And they didn't like that. They're like, man, this is very annoying. I don't want to see my entire inbox be DSP. Now, I like DSP and I want to watch his videos, but I want to be able to see other content creators. So what they would do then is they would unsubscribe. And so my subscribers would come sub and immediately unsub when they saw their inboxes spammed. So I never had a high sub count. I always had a high view count.
See, this is why he never thinks things through before opening his mouth. One last time, Phil, because I get annoyed when I have to repeat myself. Yes, Phil, you did all that. Yes, you had people on sub because they were annoyed. And the only reason why your views was up was at the time is either A, they download the videos or click the moments you was being an asshole. You're proving my point, jackass!
When I was very popular, like I said, I think my biggest month was something like 15 to 20 million views on YouTube. I'm not sure. I know I used to actually regularly top 10 million views a month on YouTube. Okay, that's how different things were back in the day, how popular I actually was. So because of that, because no one was subbing, all right, people kind of saw me as the guy who was popular, but not Mr. Popular. YouTube used to judge channels based on
that you're fucking retarded.
Subs, okay? So I was pumping out all these videos. Now,
oh my god, Phil, you're so fucking retarded. Anyways, Phil, yes, you was popular back then, but not for the right reasons. There were plenty of This is how you don't plays to how to ruin your YouTube career before it gets off the ground. Hell, when you was doing the early days of DSP Tries It, people were making fun of that, making parodies of it, along with your cooking. Oh, and for those who don't know about his cooking, I'm gonna spare you the sanity. His cooking was horrible. Like, for example, for my Italian brothers and sisters, when it comes to spaghetti sauce, this moron put 2 cups of sugar in the sauce, and I'm not joking.
Now, I started to get pressure over the years to make my videos longer. And people would say, Phil, aren't you
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
aware that YouTube has changed the algorithm? Now it's all about overall engagement. So you need to have longer videos that people are watching for a longer period of time. Then you'll hit the algorithm better. It'll benefit you and everything. So over the years, I increased the length of my videos. I went from 15 minutes to 30 minutes, and I actually did 30-minute videos for several years. Then after that, I changed it to be an hour long, and that's been kind of the spot that I've settled on for many, many years. Now my videos are an hour long, and they or a little longer sometimes, right? It depends. It really depends.
Since Phil loves dead air so much, this would be the perfect time to correct him. Yes, he makes the videos much longer, but the reason why he does it is he likes to cut out all the begging he does. But not only that, this moron also leaves a good amount of times he stops the gameplay to either rant on detractors for no good reason, talk about other big names such as PewDiePie or Mr. Beast, or ban people for no reason whatsoever. And you would think him doing this for 17 years, by now he would start using thumbnails, but nope, he's too lazy even to do that.
And here's the truth. When I was putting out 10 to 15-minute videos, hell, even when I was putting out 30-minute videos, those videos were way more profitable to me.
We've got to have money.
Than the current hour-long video. That's dead on 100% truthful, being transparent with you. Why? Because when you start to play a video, an ad plays.
Oh, is that right? Well, I sure hope somebody picks up that phone, because I f***ing called it!
When you end a video, an ad plays. Okay? With these long-form videos that are an hour, hour and a half long, yes, you'll get an ad at the beginning of the video. Yes, you'll get an ad at the end of the video. But what YouTube is supposed to do is lay out ads automatically throughout the length of a long video to make it the equivalent as if it were a bunch of short videos. So you're supposed to see the same amount of ads if you watch 5 10-minute videos.
I knew he was going to bring this up. Phil, once again, when you first came on YouTube, you told your audience to click on the ads. I played that clip earlier in this video. And also, why is it in every stream, no, not even just every stream, every video, every clip, every short, whatever, it's always about money? You make every single thing a paywall about money. Hell, last week he had 3 meltdowns, not 1, not 2, but 3 meltdowns of the stupid Taco Bell menu. You forced your dents to cough up the money. How did you do it? You kept holding every game hostage until you finally reach the goal. And by the way, for my newer viewers, you know how much he charges them just for the reward? $1,500. I'm not kidding when I say that.
As if you watch one 50-minute video. Now that's in practice. However, in reality, YouTube's AI algorithms don't work. They never have, they never will. These are a bunch of fucking nerds who are pampered Ivy League rich bitches. They don't know what they're doing, and their AI formulas have never actually worked properly the way that they intend them to. So what ends up happening is, here's an hour-long video. So that means you should have an ad at the beginning, an ad at the end, and a bunch of ads in the middle. You'll get a video with 1 ad at the beginning, 3 more ads at the beginning, and no ads for the rest of the video.
Talk about biting the hand that feeds you, Phil. Have you forgotten that YouTube pays your bills, or are you that stupid? You see, unlike Phil here, many of us detractors have jobs outside of this. Now, some of us may also do this as a hobby. We may get paid a little something on the side, but we don't count on YouTube because at any point in time, if YouTube were to go away, at least we would have a safety net. Phil, on the other hand, would be in a full bar situation. Oh, and Phil, there's another way to get around the ads. As a matter of fact, you shill for it. You know what it is? YouTube Premium.
Does that sound right? No, but that's how it works. That's how YouTube works. They don't know what they're doing. Again, it's never worked. They've literally never coded this properly, and they never fixed the issue either. This has been a consistent issue. Now, every day, could I go into every single video that I have and babysit the ad placement? I could, but I don't.
This is bullshit.
Other content creators do that. They'll upload videos, and before the video even goes live, they'll go in and say, I want an ad 5 minutes in, I want an ad 20 minutes in, I want an ad at the 45-minute mark, and I want an ad at the 1 hour mark. I don't do that.
That's a lie. That is a goddamn lie. Phil, a couple months back, one of your dents said in your chat that the ads were being too much. You literally said, I don't go heavy on ads, I keep them light. When they in fact literally did a screenshot and showed you how many ads was in the video. So once again, you lie. Again, you go to the extreme to nickel and dime every single thing out of your dents. When you can finally realize they have a limited amount of money, they do not have an infinite amount of money. There's been plenty of time on streams where you made barely 60 bucks and literally bitch and moan and cope about it.
Okay? I just let the algorithm run, and however many ads you get, you get. If you get no ads, you get none. And that's what happens too. Sometimes the algorithm is stupid and gives no ads, okay? So the truth is, if I were doing shorter videos, 10 to 15 minutes long, I would be getting paid more money.
Listen, brother, gentlemen, all you ever wanted was a handout. You dirty, greedy bastard. All you ever did in your life is take.
And I actually was making way more money with shorter videos when I had that format, because the ads would always play at the beginning and the end. And if you have 6 videos that are playing 2 ads each versus 1 hour long video, but for some reason YouTube only gives you 3 ads, you're making double money. You understand? So I'll just tell you this right now. If I started making shorter videos that were like 50,
as you can see right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is a fine example of let a fool talk long enough, they will eventually tell on themselves. And what Phil is doing right here is telling that how greedy he is about money. Within this video, he's already mentioned money, what, 4 or 5 times already? This just shows you that he is a greedy fucking bastard, and he'll do whatever it will take to get money. He don't care if it comes out of his dents. He doesn't care if it comes from his family. He doesn't care if it was from the government. As long as he can get that money and spend it on sweaty JPEGs, that's all he cares about.
15 minutes long instead of an hour, immediately I would see a short-term increase in revenue. However, herein lies the rub and the problem, okay? People don't like change. I can tell you this firsthand, that every single time in my 17-year history as a YouTube creator that I've instituted some kind of a change to the format of my content.
Phil, that's another lie. When people told you back in the day to go from showing the camera to capture card, it took you forever. When people showed you, hey, do React content, it took you forever. When people told you, hey, Phil, why don't you go ahead and change up your background, you took forever. And lastly, when LTG told you to change your sexy to literally upgrade, it took you forever before you finally changed it up. So no, you didn't. You were definitely hesitant to change.
People always push back, complain, and resist. Whether that's longer videos,
What?
a new camera,
What?
going direct capture,
What?
going to live stream, doing actual scheduled chunks of content instead of just willy-nilly videos, interacting with people on a stream, doing shout-outs, pop-ups for contributions, doing paid-for content like on-demand content on Patreon, that's like the, private videos or whatever, doing React content. Every single time that I've done something different, I got complaints, negativity, and people are afraid.
Oh my god, the retcon is over 9,000! Phil, the reason why you got negative pushback is because you made every single thing about money. I'ma say this one last time because I hate repeating myself. When it comes to the goals, guess what? If you don't make 150 both streams, which is 300 bucks per day, you're ready to rage quit the game. If you don't reach your goal just to do DSP tries it, which is normally 1,500, you're ready to cope, you're ready to cry, you're ready to complain. And here's another thing: if you don't make a certain amount of money within a month, you will go to do a emergency marathon like you did with your Mega Man, which was no reason to do.
Okay? Every time I changed the format of my videos to be longer or whatever, people didn't like it. So I can tell you right now, if I were to say, all right, well, YouTube is changing. YouTube is now favoring shorter videos again. So instead of doing hour-long parts, I've decided I'm only going to do 15-minute parts. Okay? Here's what would happen. Today we'd play Silk Song. I would make probably like 8 to 12 Silk Song videos. I would upload them all, and 2 things would happen. Number 1, I would have to do an incredible amount of extra work, because instead of doing 2 thumbnails, I would now have to make 12.
There is so much to unpack here too as well. Okay, Phil, it's called adapting. This is something you hate doing. I already counted that BS a while ago in this video. Also, if you're going to do 15-minute parts, which I already know, you're going to upload 20 to 25 videos per day, not per week, per day, like you did when you was much younger. As a matter of fact, as now I think about it, just go back to DSP throwbacks, ladies and gentlemen. That proves that. Also, you hate Silk Song. You literally hold that game hostage, and matter of fact, while you was playing it, you took time out of that stream to tweet on Twitter, say, hey guys, come in here. If you guys don't support me, give me money. I'm going to send this game to Ban World. And you literally did that only to bring it back. But there was a caveat. You put behind a steep paywall, which your damn dents did. And by the way, you working hard? Bitch, please. I may live up in space, but with my current job, I work from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Sometimes 10 p.m. to 3 p.m. So fuck off with that nonsense.
That means each video I would have to nail down what's going on in each video, isolate the thumbnail, make the, it takes a while. So now you're talking that I would have to basically do like an hour of extra work per stream to do 12 thumbnails to stream. That's number 1. Number 2, and I know this would happen, my views would dip. Because people would be like, why are you flooding your channel? You used to only do the podcast, 2 gameplay videos, 2 more gameplay videos, and the daily rap.
Oh my god, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. That's it. That's it. This fool is a repeat as always. I counted everything in this video that about his BS, and he still wants to keep beating the dead horse. Oh my god, that's it, I'm done. This is why it's impossible to win an argument against an idiot. And Phil is the biggest idiot on YouTube. Oh, I told y'all this was one of his craziest takes in my opinion, but I had to cover it, and we saw how funny it is. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys checking my videos. I really do appreciate it. And let me not forget, we are still on course for 500 subs. Let's get there. Let's stick it to this full. And I promise, as I said, once we get there, I will do that giveaway for GTA. It's going to be more likely to be on the Xbox version. That's the best I could do. But I promise to do that. But anyways, stay tuned. I got more videos in the pipeline. And always remember to stay on target.